So far, we have talked about what demand planning is, what a forecast really represents, and two types of forecast, that is macro forecast and micro forecast, which you will usually encounter in organizations. Now let's move into the next big topic, that is forecasting techniques. A forecasting technique is simply a method used to estimate future demand of products or services based on available information. There's no single best forecasting technique. In practice, different techniques exist because different situations require different approaches. Some techniques work well when the demand is stable, others are better suited when demand is volatile. Some require large amounts of historical data, whereas others work even with very limited history. In the next few lessons, we're going to cover a range of forecasting techniques, from statistical methods to simple rule-based approaches. For each technique, we're going to understand the logic behind the technique, discuss when it makes sense to use that technique, and implement it step by step in Microsoft Excel. We're going to start with techniques that focus on patterns in historical data, such as the moving averages and time series methods. Then we're going to move into regression-based techniques, where demand is linked to one or more influencing factors like price or promotions. Finally, we're going to look at simple but widely used approaches such as extrapolation and growth-based forecasting. The goal is to help you understand how different forecasting techniques work, what assumptions they rely on, and when each technique makes sense in demand planning context. We're also going to learn how to implement each forecasting technique in Microsoft Excel, and this is quite important because later on in the course, you're going to be building an automated forecasting model in Excel, where you input historical actual sales data, select forecasting assumptions or techniques for different SKUs, and the model should automatically generate a 12-month rolling forecast. By the end of this section, you won't just understand the forecasting techniques, you'll know how to apply them in Excel and which technique should be selected in which situation. Let's start off with the first technique, that is simple moving average.